Hello, you're here Wednesday's edition of QPVN English News Bulletin. You're with MINH. Here's the news in brief. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính receives Japanese and New Zealand ambassadors to Vietnam. Vietnam and Russia continue boosting defense ties. Vietnam and Thailand promote trade cooperation. On August 13th in Hanoi, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính met with Japanese ambassador to Vietnam Ito Naoki and New Zealand ambassador to Vietnam Caroline Barafort as they began their tenure in Vietnam. Meeting with Japanese Ambassador Ito Naoki, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính urged the ambassador to actively coordinate in implementing the newly upgraded Comprehensive Strategic Partnership Framework, promoting Vietnam-Japan relations during his tenure. Ambassador Ito Naoki expressed his honor to serve in Vietnam and emphasized that his primary mission is to deepen the Vietnam-Japan Comprehensive Strategic Partnership, focusing on economic cooperation, investment, energizing ODA collaboration, enhancing human resource training, cultural exchange, local cooperation, and tourism. He affirmed his commitment to closely coordinating with Vietnamese military sectors and localities to implement agreements and common understandings between the senior leaders of the two countries, contributing to comprehensive and substantive Vietnam-Japan relationship. Wishing Ambassador Caroline Barafort a successful term in Vietnam, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính highlighted the importance of 2025 as the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations and the 5th anniversary of the strategic partnership of the two countries. This milestone is an opportunity to kick off a variety of meaningful activities, including arranging high-level visits. The Prime Minister expressed his desire to welcome New Zealand Prime Minister Christopher Luxon to Vietnam in 2025. Ambassador Caroline Barafort expressed her delight at taking on her role in Vietnam, one of New Zealand's important partners in the region. She thanked Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính for his attention and guidance and pledged to work closely with agencies, ministries, and sectors of both countries to promote cooperation in potential areas such as trade and investment, education, agriculture, and new fields like climate change, green economy, and digital economy. The ambassador also shared plans to organize meaningful activities to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Vietnam-New Zealand relations in 2025. On August 13th, General Van Vanza, Minister of National Defense, and his Russian counterpart Andrei Belousov held talks in Moscow. At the talks, Minister Van Vanza emphasized that the visit by the high-ranking delegation of the Vietnamese Ministry of National Defense aims to concretize the policy of deepening the traditional friendship and comprehensive strategic partnership agreed upon by the two countries' senior leaders during the Russian president's state visit to Vietnam in June this year. He affirmed that Vietnam has always been consistent in its foreign policy of independence, self-reliance, peace, friendship, cooperation and development, multilateralization and diversification relations, being a friend, a reliable partner and an active and responsible member of the international community, valuing neighborly relations and traditional friendship with other countries, particularly the good traditional friendship between Vietnam and Russia. Minister Van Vanza clearly stated Vietnam's foremost defense policy for the goals of peace, self-defense, and safeguarding the fatherland early and from afar. Minister Rang reiterated that the Vietnamese people and People's Army always bear in mind the wholehearted support of Russia for Vietnam in the past struggle for national liberation and reunification, the inauguration of the monument dedicated to Vietnamese volunteer soldiers who joined battles to defend Moscow in the Great Patriotic War 1941-1945 is a symbol of the traditional ties between the two countries, of which defense cooperation is an important pillar. Minister Andrei Belousov emphasized the Vietnam-Russia traditional friendship and appreciated the policy of deepening the comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries, which was agreed during the recent state visit to Vietnam by Russian President Vladimir Putin. He said that Russia is ready to consider cooperation proposals of the Vietnamese Ministry of National Defense, especially cooperation in training and among agencies and units. He agreed to promote the signing of cooperation documents between the two sides in the coming term. He also backed the expansion of cooperation to new fields in accordance with the capabilities and conditions of each country. The two sides discussed the world and regional situations and issues of mutual concern in resolving the issue of South China Sea internationally issue. Minister Phan Văn Giang emphasized Vietnam's consistent stance of resolving all disputes and disagreements by peaceful means on the basis of international law, especially the UNCLOS 1982, international and regional commitments such as the DOC and the Vietnam support for the early signing of a COC. The two ministers assessed that over the past time, on the basis of the good traditional friendship, comprehensive strategic partnership, and the attention of the two countries' senior leaders, bilateral defense ties have continued to be remanded in the spirit of trust, practicality, efficiency, and comprehensiveness, in accordance with cooperation documents and agreements, especially the joint vision statement on Vietnam-Russia defense cooperation for the 2020-2025 period, achieving important results in the exchange of delegations at all levels, especially maintaining cooperation mechanisms, training, military cooperation, coordination, and consultation at international multilateral defense mechanisms and forums, especially those led by ASEAN, including IDMM+. The two ministers agreed that the two sides will continue to coordinate to promote defense cooperation, focusing on exchanging delegations at all levels, effectively maintaining existing cooperation mechanisms, human resource training, scientific research cooperation within the framework of the Vietnam-Russia Tropical Center, and effective coordination and consultation of multilateral mechanisms and forums. On August 13th, Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến, the Defense Minister, received a delegation of the National Immigration Administration of China led by its Deputy Director Lee Jun-jae. Deputy Minister Hoàng Xuân Chiến assessed that the cooperation between the Vietnam Border Guard and the National Immigration Administration of China has become increasingly substantive, especially in the fields of border management and protection, entry and asset control, combating crime and law violations, maintaining security and order in border areas and border gates. In the coming term, it is recommended that the two sides continue to effectively implement the agreement signed by both sides on the establishment of the level law enforcement coordination mechanism in border gate control and law border management, political and young officer exchanges. Deputy Director Lee Jun-jae affirmed that the coordination between the two sides has seen many positive results, contributing to improving custom clearance efficiency, ensuring effective operation of Vietnam-China land border gates. On August 13th, a delegation of officers from the Center for Military Strategy Studies under the General Command of the Royal Cambodian Armed Forces, led by its Director General Kim Vanna, was received by Senior Lieutenant General Huỳnh Chiến Thắng, Deputy Chief of the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army. Senior Lieutenant General Huỳnh Chiến Thắng emphasized that defense military cooperation between the two countries has been promoted over the past years with practical effectiveness. The results of the regional cooperation between the two military strategy studies agencies are highly appreciated, especially the regular exchange of delegations to share information and experience, research and propose policies and measures to promote defense cooperation between the two countries. Senior Lieutenant General Huỳnh Chiến Thắng recommended that the two military defense strategy research agencies of the two sides should continue effectively implementing their memorandum of understanding of research cooperation while sharing information and organizing strategic research training courses. For his part, General Kim Vanna hoped that leaders of the Vietnam People's Army's General Staff could continue supporting and creating optimal conditions for the two agencies to strengthen their cooperation, contributing to further deepening bilateral defense cooperation. Coming up next, Vietnam and Thailand promote trade cooperation. Vietnam named among top 10 safest destinations in Asia. On August 13th in Hanoi, a business collaboration agreement was signed by ST Kingdom Group Thailand and Phú Mỹ Project Development Joint Stock Company Vietnam to invest in the Ram Soi George Airport project in Thailand. At the event, a representative of ST Kingdom Group discussed the potential for collaboration on the airport project and the expansive entertainment complex, which spans 1,600,000 square meters. The project promises to become an attractive destination for tourists and investors, offering a magnificent and diverse entertainment complex in addition to meeting the needs of modern air transportation. These items include a golf course, casino, runway, clubhouse, and opulent hotel. As a Vietnamese, I wish to bring great experiences to foreign friends, especially those in Thailand. As a result, I established an economic zone combined with an international airport, opening up a new tourism channel for tourists to Vietnam. All of this will contribute to the development of Vietnam and Thailand's cordial friendship. The chairman of ST Kingdom Group stated the investor hoped to see comparable projects planned and constructed in Vietnam in the near future. That is undoubtedly one of the new approaches supporting air transport's ongoing innovations, even as the tourism sector searches for ways to promote air travel. Vietnamese and Thai travelers now have more options for upscale travel experiences thanks to the collaboration of ST Kingdom, Phú Mỹ Project Development Joint Stock Company, and Indigo Company in the orientation of Standard Art Airport project together with the entertainment complex. In addition to offering investors new prospects, this collaboration gives private airport development and execution a new path in the future. In the first 7 months of this year, the textile and garment resource was increased by 5.9% compared to last same period, reaching nearly $24 billion, an increase of $1.3 billion. After experiencing negative growth in 2023, textile orders have gradually recovered since the beginning of this year, with a more noticeable rebound in recent months, especially in July. According to the Vietnam Textile and Apparel Association, businesses have received orders till the end of the year. However, manufacturers face new challenges as customers are changing their requirements, often placing smaller orders with lower quantities, lower unit prices, and shorter delivery times. If the industry maintains an export rate of over $4 billion per month for the rest of the year, it could achieve a revenue target of $44 to $45 billion. Vietnam ranked 8th among the top 10 safest places in Asia, according to a recent announcement made by the New York-based international organization Best Diplomas. These factors are used to compare this list, namely nations with low crime rates, stable political environment, and secure living conditions. Singapore claimed the first position in the list, followed by Japan and Bhutan. Vietnam ranked 8th in the list, greatly valued by Best Diplomat for its stunning scenery, varied culture, and mouth-watering cuisine. Best Diplomats also think that Ha Long Bay is among the safest tourist spots in Vietnam that travelers should check out. Ha Long Bay was previously listed by TripAdvisor as one of the top 25 trending travel locations worldwide in 2024. Recently, TripAdvisor, the world's leading online travel platform, announced that the winners of the Traveler Choice Awards Best of the Best Things to Do, among them, the Ninh Bình Tour by boat and bicycle, as well as the waterfall trekking and sightseeing tour in Đà Lạt, was listed among the top 25 most exciting activities in the nature and outdoor activities category. Additionally, in the nature and outdoor activities category for 2024, the one-day boat and cycling tour at Hoa Lư, Tam Cốc, and Hang Mùa Ninh Bình province was voted in the third in the list, according to the Ninh Bình Department of Tourism. In the first 6 months of 2024, the number of visitors to the province was estimated at over $6.28 million, a year-on-year increase of 38.47%. It is the end of the Listening News Bulletin today. You will watch the news again at QPVN.vn. Goodbye and see you next time.